Hello, everyone. Mel Greenberg here,
And I'm Caren Glasser.
and welcome to Uncork, life exposed in the most unexpected ways, where what you see is not always what you get. Today, Uncorked is brought to you by Vitalcy, the guide to living in a stage of growth, purpose, and discovery.
So, whether you're here live or on replay, we love you. Make sure you comment below. Let us know where you're watching from. Today, we're talking about gratitude, but specifically,
Is it an attitude? Is it something you cultivate, you're born with? Can
Right.
you really fake it till you make it? But
But-
first things first, because we are uncorking here. And today we are uncorking our favorite fall libation, a little Kentucky bluegrass bourbon.
yum.
So cheers, everybody.
Cheers. Mel, it's especially fun because this is the first show that we're taping together. Side by side. And what our audience doesn't know is that we had never met
In
personally.
person.
How cool is this? So I love taking online relationships offline. So I just had to make a mention of that.
Well, and actually, that's a really fun place to begin because thinking of gratitude,
Right.
and we live in a place. I live in a place. We always
Right.
do Mel versus Caren, but I think both of us will express this looking for silver linings.
Absolutely.
And one of the silver linings of COVID has been this virtual world
Right.
we are all living in, and that's how we met. Caren interviewed me, we connected, we started so many things together,
Right.
but we had never met in person. And now, as the world is turning as it is, we had the opportunity, and we live close enough, and
we love it. And even though we joke the Mel versus Caren, we have so many things that we are alike on, even though we have things that we disagree on. And I think that's the way the world goes,
Yeah,
right?
Absolutely.
So I guess the first question that we're going to talk about is, how do you find gratitude in this world?
Well, I do think that I look for silver linings, and I find them, and then I kind of ruminate on them with laughter. And if we can't, especially, we get to this age, I'm 61. If I can't laugh at myself and about myself, what's the point? So that brings me to a lighter place of being. And if I can stay there, regardless of how heavy the world gets or my world gets, I can find something to be grateful for. And from there, I can go forward.
And since I'm a geek, I love to do things just a little bit. I love to just do things online and digitally. I like to do gratitude challenges because sometimes I struggle figuring out what I'm grateful for. We live in a world of so many things going on, and sometimes you have to get there to feel grateful.
Yeah.
And so the gratitude channel, the gratitude thing that I do, I'm like following challenge. Basically, is every morning I wake up, I pull my journal out, and I write down 3 things that I'm grateful for. It can be the same thing every day. Maybe it is, I'm grateful for my husband, or I'm grateful that I woke up today, all of those things. And so it's literally a challenge, and I throw it out to you guys as well. If you want to join us on the challenge, let us know. We can do a lot of different things, and I know Mel's going to join me on the challenge.
I am, and we're going to start it this month.
Right.
And I think that 3 is easy to manage.
Right.
And like you said, you can find something to be grateful for. I'm glad I have my coffee in the morning. If you're, and then there are other days where I'm glad that a mammogram came back negative.
Right.
So there's little milestones, but you can find gratitude in everything.
Absolutely. And it's fun to share because sometimes I'm grateful for my friend, right? And that might be what you put when you are dealing with your friend or working with your friend or doing the challenge with your friend. So if you want to join us, let us know. We'd love to have you join us. So it's a Mel versus Caren. It's November. Thanksgiving. It's here. So when we were talking...
As you know, we've already gone through how you put things together, entertain, and I'm the detail and get it all out there, and I love it. And so for Thanksgiving, and again, the past year or two, this will be kind of the second year, it'll be nicer. I love having my family around me and friends. And in the past, we weren't home when our son was playing football. We were at his games every year, and we did Friendsgiving with the coaches' families. And that was really special, and I actually do miss that. So now home and back to family, and we're adding friends and opening our home as it's available to do that. to have people that maybe don't have family with them and have, so
Right.
the more the merrier, the bigger the better.
So what are you making?
Well, we don't like turkey. So, roast chicken. And that's kind of our go-to. And then we love brisket. And to be honest with you, it's sort of a Rosh Hashanah redo. So, with a couple changes.
So we don't like turkey either. We don't do chicken. We do sweet and sour meatballs.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a tradition. I do it every year, even if we're not going somewhere. And again, we didn't go anywhere, last year, and we're not going anywhere this year as well. But we do the meatballs. So mostly because that's what my husband will eat. He won't eat anything else.
I'm thinking my husband might be over here for. Yeah, he would like that.
So again, food. You do. It doesn't matter what you're eating. It matters the actual getting together, being together. Whether it's on Zoom, whether it's personally, whether it's on a live stream, however you're doing it. It's breaking bread together. We literally did Thanksgiving on Zoom last year, and we ate together. With the food coming out of our mouth.
And that is what makes the memories,
right?
And that's what creates the traditions that carry on.
So. Let's talk about family. It's kind of just nosedive into that. As I said, we did a Thanksgiving Zooms. Mm-hmm. And since my family is large, we literally had like 7 different windows open.
Wow.
And we were looking at my youngest brother is an amazing chef. So he was showing us his spread, which was like this. And, we had our meatballs here, but it's okay. Yeah. You did a Zoom Thanksgiving, right? Too?
No, we had everybody.
I love that.
Because we had everybody in our hometown, and,
right.
And I have my kids back with me now, and we had a beautiful, beautiful, smaller than normal,
right.
But still just being together again, whether it's on Zoom or, in person is the most meaningful the time.
So I'm excited that Thanksgiving is rolling around. Not that that's the only day you can be grateful or count your blessings. Every day,
one would hope.
Everyone will hope. Every day is for me Thanksgiving. I give thanks. I feel blessed. I truly feel blessed after the years that we've had. I feel blessed. I feel blessed that my family is healthy.
Mm-hmm.
That I can still see them, even if it's just on Zoom.
Yeah.
Right.
But they're there.
They're there. Mm-hmm. They're totally there, and I love the idea of a Friendsgiving.
Yeah, and we all brought, we did something, and something I always did because so many of them had young families. I was the one that I would bring games for the kids and set up tables and activities for all the children. And so that gave me a chance to kind of get back to those years. And now starting over with the grandbaby in the house, that whole cycle will start again. And for that, and this year's been an amazing year for us, for our family.
And isn't that so wonderful to be able to say that in this day and time?
Yes.
I truly, and I love your shirt. Grateful heart.
Always.
Guys, you know that we put a kit together every show. And today we're actually going to show you some of the items. This is different. We're going to actually show you some of the items. So I'm going to go ahead and put this up here. Oops, do it this way.
The journal, and when you spoke about the gratitude challenge that you do, I do morning pages. And I write, and that's my gratitude. And I write through them, and a journal is a great way to keep it. And I use paper journals, and because it's just stream of consciousness writing, what I do, my ritual is to burn them at the end because I just get they're about a month pages, and kind of release that out into the universe. So with its intentions and love and hope.
I'm curious, why do you burn them?
Because that lets it out into the universe.
Oh, wow. Maybe I should try that.
Well,
maybe. What's our next item? Our next item is
family.
Family, right? It's Thanksgiving. We take all these pictures, whether it's a Zoom screenshot or in-person pictures. It's really cool to be able to share your pictures, right?
Well, and why I like this, the digital, because we keep, at least I do, I keep everything on my phone.
Me too.
And you tend not to get them printed out in the ways that we used to. And these digital frames are amazing because you literally can upload your phone. So if you put it into a file, favorites folder, load that onto your camera, and it's a revolving cascade.
I love it.
It's beautiful.
And everyone in your family, it makes a great gift, actually.
Yes.
Everyone in your family, if they have one of these and you upload these pictures, they can see the same pictures that you do, which is so phenomenal. I mean, again, we live in a different time here. Do you remember the slides and the Kodak,
Oh my
you know,
God.
all that,
Oh
the
my God.
Polaroids, all that
So
stuff.
I just thought of something. What a fun Thanksgiving dinner thing. Send these out to the family members prior. Have everyone load their pictures and share them at the dinner.
I love that.
That would be really fun.
Oh my gosh, that would be really fun. A good idea. Really good idea. Okay.
Better idea.
Even better idea. We're drinking. Cheers. But these are really very, very beautiful, classy highball glasses. I really, really like
simple,
them.
pure, to hold your drink.
Absolutely.
Cocktail of choice.
Exactly. And I have to say, Mel's the one who picked out all of these things because she's got great, great taste. And she came up with this, and I went, oh my gosh, I want one of those. What is this?
So it's like a mold for an ice cube, and I'm gonna, full disclosure, my oldest son's favorite drink is old fashioned, and his favorite restaurant is Republique in LA. I think it's La Brea and Wilshire, but they have the cube that takes the whole glass, and they do have the best old fashions, by the way. I will also attest to that. But this is such a fun thing, and we were talking how you could make it festive for the holidays, Christmas, red and green. You could little food dye, gold, right, blue, Hanukkah, whatever. Right. Birthday, you can add some excitement to it in every way you can imagine. So it's a really fun little treat.
And one of the things that I like to do with ice cubes, regardless of whether they're balls or squares and anything, so that it doesn't water down your drink, yes, I take the existing drink and make ice cubes out of that. Not everything, idea. Not like vodka's not going to freeze, but some other alcohols will freeze.
Really?
Absolutely. So just a note.
Yeah, that's a great idea.
All right. And of course, what's Thanksgiving without the spread?
Yeah, and Lame Sonoma on every level is just a great go-to for some great ideas, good products, and we wanted to share that with you. Even if their catalogs, just scroll through their website or any of them just to get some ideas. This is a really, really fun book.
And so, we talk about the kit, so I'm just going to put the link to the kit up here. If you go to bit.ly Uncorked Live, which is the name of the show, you will find all of these items. You're going to find your book in there as well. Because
I'm grateful for that.
Because
all of it.
Yes, absolutely. Because we'd like to hear from you guys. We really would. We'd like to hear what you think. What do you think about the holiday of Thanksgiving? What do you think about being grateful, having gratitude? What are your thoughts? Put them in the comments down below because we want to know. This is actually a little shorter show than we knew. I want to go eat is what I want to go.
Yeah. We had a lot to share, and we have, but also we wanted to just throw some things out there for you to think about. And with regard to gratitude, and again, finding it in a time and a world when there is so much going against that entire process. And that's okay too. Maybe just be grateful for the ability to be able to reflect on it and pick one thing and try and find, something to find a light.
I agree. Hard. We're excited. You mentioned at the beginning in the introduction that our shows are now being sponsored and they're being brought to.
So exciting.
We are very grateful by Vitalcy, and it's an amazing platform. As you said, Mel, it's a guide to living in a stage of growth, purpose, and discovery. So follow us on social media. We want you to follow us. If you go to Instagram, you go to Facebook, you go to Twitter, you go to YouTube, just type in Vitalcy and you will find our shows. Yep. Also, you'll find them on Roku and Amazon Fire. I want to say again, I'm so thrilled that we did this together. I am grateful. I am grateful. Go out, give somebody an awesome day. And we want to thank you for joining us today. We'll see you on the next episode of
Uncorked.
See you later, everyone.
Ciao.